Maybe it'll find it, maybe it won't. Give it some time. Give it some time when I spit in the hit and the flip it. Woo! Alright, hey you guys, it's Lyric here, and I'm coming to you guys with a studio vlog. This is my first studio vlog. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so you guys, what I'm doing is just showing you that I sketched this out of my sketchbook. And so I decided to open up Cricut. I was gonna use Cricut to cut down the mold of my resin pens. So I already had it outlined in Photoshop. And so I'm just now uploading the image to Cricut and see if the sizing and everything else is right. So right now I'm sizing it down. What I'm using here is the ShrinkyDink paper. And so I was reading the instructions of the ShrinkyDink paper. Right now I am, for size, I didn't know what I wanted to do because it doesn't give you instructions of what size. It just tells you that it cuts down 1/3 of the size that you originally have. So I'm just going to test print it out, which I should have done on regular paper, but I actually used a ShrinkyDink paper instead, which was it wasn't smart. So now I'm waiting for it to come out and print. And from what I see, it was smudging badly. Like, it looked like it was, like the image didn't come out right. First it was extremely too dark, and then the outsides where the outside lines were, it was just too much. So I decided to read the ShrinkyDink paper again, and it says you have to have it at least the opacity down half. So that's what I went back to Photoshop and turned the opacity down and re-uploaded the image to Cricut again, and then resized it down a little bit smaller so I can at least use the ShrinkyDink paper to my advantage, all of it almost. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm saving a project. It's best to always save your projects, because if you want to come back and do it again, it's already there for you on Cricut. It was telling me that my size was a little bit too big, so I had to size a little bit down before I could print. And so now I'm getting ready to set up the printer and the printing settings. Pretty much I just followed the instructions on the ShrinkyDink paper. The settings was very simple. It wasn't that hard. And here's my Cricut that I'm about to use. Okay, so I need a new mat because it barely sticks anymore, and it's crazy because that's the standard mat that came with it. But I suggest that you guys, if you have the money, to go buy another mat, not to use the mat that comes with it, because that was so easy. And excuse that my camera sometimes it just doesn't really focus. Okay, so if you guys can see, the ink from the corners did not dry. Like, it rarely dries. Like, I had set this to the side because I learned from the last time that it did not dry. So also, my Cricut did not cut the ShrinkyDink paper all the way through. So yeah, I'm cutting it by hand, which is a terrible idea because my scissors was just like ripping into the ShrinkyDink paper. Because you guys remember, it's light plastic in some sense, so it was just cutting done, ripping through, and I was getting so frustrated. so frustrated to the point where it's just like, okay, well, let me get my X-Acto knife. And doing that, I find out that didn't help either. So I decided to Google the best way to go through ShrinkyDink paper, and I found out that you can have it set up to have it sliced up 3 times. So at this point, I'm over it and I need a break. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna take, my break. Fun fact about me, you guys, I love cake. I love sweets. I have a problem, but I really, really love cake, as you can see there. Okay, yeah, great. Just great. Just great. Okay, so I decided to paint the back of my ShrinkyDinks because, of course, they was cut, and I just didn't like the back of it. I thought it would be cool, but I decided to use some green paint, and it bled through the front. Also, I'm using some resin to put a little better sleek onto the product. That would be my first time actually using resin, so you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to do it right or not. So, but I have in a video showing you how I'm going to do the resin and step by step of how I did it and all this other stuff. So there will be a studio vlog part 2, and this is the end product. I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned. More vlogs are coming. Thank you. Bye.
We've been here before, picking up the pieces off the floor. Sorry, mama, I won't be a fool no more. Tell me that you love me like before. Ooh, sincerely yours, yeah. Ooh, sincerely yours. Ooh, sincerely yours.
Oh yeah, ha 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 ha. Who they want?